Hey guys, this is just a short video of my testimony. When I was 10 months old, I nearly died. I spilled boiling hot water all over me and scarred a lot of my body. But when I was doing it, I was outside of my body watching myself do it for some reason, and I still have that memory. And a few months later, I set my nappy on fire with a match, and again I was out of my body watching myself do it. No idea why I was doing that, but through my childhood I had quite weird experiences with the supernatural, experiencing ghosts, just strange things in general. I had a massive interest in ghosts and aliens, and I was about 8 or 9. I just read constant ghost stories and books all the time. I started a really thirst for knowledge for it. I have no idea why. As I got older then, I started getting into, I saw a TV program on astral projection, which is where people leave their body, and I got a really big interest in it, because I thought, if it's something I can do, I can prove to myself it's real. So one day when I got hold of the internet, I did just constant research on it, printed pages and pages off. That night I gave it a go, and I tried and nothing worked. And then as I was falling asleep then, suddenly my heart started pounding. I could see the roof coming towards me, and I felt like, a helium balloon, like just flown up to the ceiling, and nearly had a heart attack. I just had confirmation it was real, and it scared me so much. I never tried it again for years later, but I think it was the last time I looked up something like that. And it wasn't until I left school then I started getting this massive thirst for knowledge again. I didn't have a job, so I had quite a lot of time on my hands. So that's all I did was just research, probably like 12 hours a day for months and months and months. And I finally got back into astral projection. At the time I was quite depressed, had a hard time in school, didn't really have anyone to hang around with, so I thought, well, what have I got to lose if I try it? So I just started reading flat out, and then after a few weeks I mastered astral projection. For the next 2 years then, that's all I did, was just spend most of my time out of body, flying, going to different planets, meeting strange beings, alien beings. And then I started getting into learning about aliens, just flat out research on aliens, because they were coming to me in my out of body experiences. And for about the next 10 years, they would deceive me massively, telling me I was from another planet. I was a spirit incarnation on this planet. I was one of them, and they were showing me images, telling me I was important, I was here for a reason, to spread the message about what's out there, what they're here to do. The planet needs to raise its vibration for humanity to evolve into spirit beings. And I just progressed in researching about chakras, meditation, kundalini, the occult knowledge really. And I had a kundalini awakening. I woke up one night and I was literally paralysed, and it felt like fire coming through from my feet. And I felt an arch from my heart to my third eye, and I was getting all these weird visions, and it just felt like fire rushing through my body. It was really strange. From then on, I was getting really strange, time warps. Like time would seem to be slowing down, speeding up. Just really weird, lucid moments where I'd feel like joy and peace for ages. It just felt like I was on a different planet. I don't know. I just really can't explain it. It was so weird. And then I thought I was in the truth then. And then, you know, I wrote a book, a New Age book, on all my astral projections, all my knowledge about spiritualism, the occult, aliens, ghosts, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, and I got involved with a group on MSN. They were astral projectors as well, and well, now I know they were witches, but at the time they were claiming to be psychics, giving me free readings, and I thought, oh wow, I feel a part of something, like, and they said they had a mission, and I was a part of it, and it was just so weird. That was when I first encountered my first demon. I've never encountered demons before, but there was something so absolute evil in my room. I couldn't really describe the feeling in my stomach. I felt a sickness I've never ever felt, but it was just horrible. Absolutely disgusting feeling. It was like something was in my room watching me, trying to attack me all the time. Felt like every time I walked through my room there was it was like the atmosphere. You could cut the atmosphere with a knife. It was disgusting. Couldn't sleep in my room. I had to sleep downstairs. So yeah, I went to a music festival a couple of weeks later, and I felt fine, normal. And as soon as I got back to my room, it was still there. I had to do a lot of cleansing and all that to try and get rid of it, but it was a really horrible experience, and it was affecting my family at the time that I was living with. Yeah, and after that, I left home and I got my own place, and then I really wanted to get more in depth into the spirit realm, so I started taking psychedelics, magic mushrooms, DMT, LSD. I wanted to go further in the spirit realm and contact these beings, and yeah, I experienced some really weird things on psychedelics, but the last experience I had completely stopped me from taking them. Salvia, I think it was, I took, and I completely blacked out for 10 minutes, and I was in a void. I don't know what it was, but I didn't know who I was or where I was. And I remember seeing a little box where my life was being played out, and I was deciding whether to go back or not. And should I go back to playing this play of life? And as I was coming back, there was this tunnel of light, and I could hear myself laughing so hard. I don't even know what I was laughing at, because when I come round, I didn't feel like anything was funny. I felt so scared of where I was. I was like, why am I laughing so hard? And I was with mates at the time, and they were like, what are you laughing at? I was like, I don't know, because inside I didn't feel like I was laughing. So, but now I understand that I probably got possessed, and I got thrown into the abyss. Well, something was possessing my body and laughing its tits off, like, so. Yeah, that was weird. But a few months later, I woke up one night and I couldn't get to sleep, and suddenly I had a vision in my head of a UFO above my house, and these alien beings asking me, "Can we come in?" And my subconscious said yes, and suddenly I was being electrocuted, and it hurt so much. Couldn't even describe the pain. Felt like just being electrocuted really bad. And I was completely awake, and I was paralysed, and I was vibrating so hard, and I tried to sit up and shout, you know, stop, whatever that's doing this, just stop it. And I saw this like shadow thing, like being in my room. It was just a shadow with these big eyes, and at that point I was like, I don't know what was going on. You know, if aliens do exist, why were they always coming to me in spiritual form, not physical form? Like, you know, shadows and spirit beings. I was quite confused. I said, well, if I'm part of this group or whatever, why don't they come down and pick me up, or why don't they appear to me physically? Why is it always like in my dreams and my out-of-body experiences, and why do they appear really scary and scare the crap out of me? I didn't have a clue. I used astral projection as a form of escapism, you know, because I wasn't happy with my life. I just wanted to just travel the universe, and, you know, I wanted beings to pick me up and just take me away. But then again, that's all part of the